Jen McCaffrey on Wednesday wrote, quote, though Breslow wouldn't commit to Meyer at second or third base, a source with the team recently noted a preference for Meyer at third. After Bregman's injury last season, Meyer played well at the position, but there's also an idea of keeping him on the same side of the field as his natural shortstop position. He's likely the heir to the shortstop spot after Story's contract is up following the 2027 season. Now, Breslow, in that presser, said, quote, it's really important that we improve our defense, particularly our infield defense. Now, here's the thing. It feels like getting scolded a little bit when Craig talks like that. And it's like, it's your job to do it, A, but B, the reason the defense has to get better is because you lost the guy who was good at it. And,
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're over it.
But Meyer at third, I remember last year being rip shit about it because this team is just allergic to the idea of playing anybody at their natural position, especially if you're a prospect they care about. If you're Christian Campbell, if you're Ceddanne Rafaela, if you're Marcelo Meyer, if you're Jaron Duran, actually, if you're fucking Mookie goddamn Betts, they're just like, play somewhere you don't play. You're a Major League Baseball player. It's time to learn a new position and play.
Don't let it affect you mentally. Don't let it affect you mentally. You'll be fine.
Yeah. What are you going to cry about it? Get out there. And then the kids are like, wow, it's taken me it's a learning curve. I'm doing what I can because, I've spent the last 12 years being told by everybody in my life, like, shortstop. Then I get here and they're like second base, third base, DH, third base, second base, one game at shortstop, third base. And I hated it because, the obvious. I'm just tired of seeing the Red Sox do that and not giving like the best chance to succeed to the kids that they put all the weight on to make the whole goddamn organization succeed. But, dude, my God, if Marcelo Meyer can't play some third base, the kid can play some third base. He's really good. He's got an arm, and I think there's a lot of prove it in Marcelo's game. Like, I think Roman just naturally kind of has like an overwhelming athleticism, and I think he just kind of has this natural, I'm just good and smooth at everything I do. Or I think Marcelo has a kind of in your face, I'm going to show you how good I am. I'm going to prove to you how great I am, which earns my respect instantly, and I think he plays the game in the infield that way. I would love to see him at third base, truly.
Yeah, he's a stud. I think he can play second, short, third, all at a very high level. I have no worries about that. The only thing you could ever mention is just if he's the guy playing third, you don't know what his power levels are going to be, so where are you getting your power from? But other than that, from a defensive standpoint, he is a plus defender. And if you're just going to do what the Red Sox did, which was just commit to Trevor Story will play shortstop no matter what, the second the offseason started for no reason, this is the best way to go about it. I do think it's kind of a revelation that they would prefer to play him at third, though, because that means we might be looking towards second base. No. Yeah, that's why we didn't get Bregman. That's probably why we didn't get Bregman.
Well, it means they're not going to sign Bregman now. If
there's a lot of reasons why that's true. Mostly because I got bad news for you. I'll talk about it after the show.
I'm putting a lot of pieces together here.
Yeah, you are. So I don't know if we should do it now or later, but I guess that kind of leads me to believe that a lot of the trade targets that have circulated are wrong. And that Nico Hoerner is probably atop of that chart because Brendan Donovan is a lefty. The only way you would trade for him, I think, is if you trade Duran for him. And there's so many reasons why that doesn't make any sense because, first of all, now you got to get another bat. But Nico Hoerner, if you haven't heard, quick rundown. Last year he hit .297 with 29 doubles, 4 triples, 7 homers. 61 RBIs, a 739 OPS in 156 games. More importantly, plus 13 outs above average, 97th percentile. He's unbelievable. He's 28 years old, and he will be a free agent after this year, which is scary because the pitchers that you would have to give up potentially in that deal all have multiple years of control, pretty much. So you would be investing long-term assets for 1 year, but maybe you crochet it. Maybe you extend them right away.
That's the only way that you go for that. I don't think that. I mean, that was kind of my objection to the Contreras deal. Not if I don't know about an objection, but my
con.
Yeah, like the one pin that I would put in it would be, I don't know how many bridge deals we need, or how many small term
At the same time
deals that we need right now. Yeah, while you're trying to build a young core and cultivate, a new culture and a core, and you're just getting back into the postseason again. It's a roster that has its holes. It doesn't need Band-Aids. It needs, a mast. It needs a firm a piece of the core. So yeah, I mean, does he improve your infield defense? Absolutely. Does he add to the same problem that you have right now, which is a lot of rotating doors? Yes. They've been able to get a lot of deals done internally. They've been able to get a lot of them done. Rafaela, Campbell, Bayo, Crochet. They've been able. Roman,
even Chapman. To a degree.
They've been able to get a lot of internal extensions done. I will give them credit for that. When they have a guy in season, they are able to get something done a lot of the time. So if they are confident and willing is the other part of it. If they're willing to do it, then I love pursuing Nico Hoerner here. If not,
also, you're adding, if you are going to keep Suarez and Bayo on the same staff, that infield needs to be elite because there's going to be a lot of ground balls next season. That's, having, that's the trade-off you make. You have a really good pitching staff. You have really good second base defense. With Meyer, you'd have really good third base defense. The problem is they hit a combined 11 home runs last year, so you really are going to have to be not making any mistakes defensively, having a really strong rotation, and just hoping that an offense that has historically been really good might take a step back, so you need to have that enhanced pitching.